I had a nightmare. What does this dream mean? Explain plainly.
Okay, I'm a psychologist and I'll explain.
Last night, I had a very frightening dream. I was being chased by someone, and no matter how hard I ran, I felt like I was going to be caught. Even after I woke up, the feeling of fear remained. It felt like it was real. Was it just a dream? Or was it a dream trying to tell me something?
That's a very important question, and there may be a meaning to that dream that you shouldn't overlook. In psychology, especially Jungian dream analysis, dreams are not merely the brain's way of organizing information, but rather a self-regulatory function of the mind. Especially nightmares often serve as a warning message from your mind. Jung believed that the symbols that appear in dreams reflect emotions you have not yet confronted, such as anxiety, conflict, or fear. Scary dreams are signs that your mind is sending you before those emotions rise to the surface of your consciousness. In other words, the fear of being chased that appeared in your dream may be a sign that your mind is urging you to confront the issues or emotions you have been avoiding in reality.
Now that you mention it, there may have been feelings or issues I've been avoiding or pretending not to see recently. But I was afraid to face them in reality, so I kept ignoring them. That's why they appeared in my dream as being chased by someone. I never thought that the fear in my dream was a reflection of my real emotions.
That's a very sharp insight. The desire to escape and the desire to change. When these two conflicting emotions are in turmoil, dreams often depict this conflict through the theme of fear. The entity chasing you may not be your enemy, but rather your inner self, another true you, who desires for you to stop running away and confront the situation. Jung noted that the characters and situations that appear in dreams often represent fragments of one's inner self or shadow. In other words, the fear in your dream symbolizes the emotions and desires you have been ignoring.
Lately, I've been looking at my smartphone before bed and drinking cafe lattes. I have trouble falling asleep and often wake up in the middle of my dreams. Are lifestyle habits and dreams really related?
Yes, they are deeply connected. The occurrence of nightmares is complexly intertwined with lifestyle habits, sleep quality, and mental state. Using your smartphone right before bed, caffeine, late-night meals, and an irregular lifestyle can heighten brain arousal, making dreams more vivid and more likely to be remembered as nightmares. However, the true root cause is your mental state. Emotions, anxiety, and stress that you suppress in daily life manifest in dreams as intense imagery like explosions or chases. Dreams are also a kind of mental alarm, with your unconscious mind realizing that things are reaching their limit as they are, and trying to appeal to your conscious mind.
Actually, I've also had dreams of falling several times. It felt like falling endlessly without stopping, and I was so scared that I couldn't move for a while after waking up. Does that also reflect my mental state?
Yes, falling dreams are highly symbolic. They are one of the dreams frequently discussed in Jungian psychology. The sensation of falling tends to appear when one feels losing control, being overwhelmed by anxiety, or losing one's footing in reality. Especially during major life transitions or periods of significant stress, the image of falling emerges as an unconscious cry of, "I can't keep going like this anymore." However, it is also a reflection of the desire to change but being unable to do so.
I did feel a sense of discomfort with my current way of life, but I was afraid to let go of it. So perhaps that's why it manifested as falling in my dream.
Exactly. Dreams are ironic directors. The stronger the desire to be free or to change, the more dreams reflect emotional turmoil through imagery of collapse or falling. But that fear is a sign that you are getting closer to your true feelings. The fear in dreams is an expression of the deep-seated desire to change, even if it means breaking away from the old self. The fear in dreams is not a sign of impending destruction, but a preparation for change. Therefore, facing those dreams head-on rather than ignoring them is an act of self-protection.
I often have dreams where I get lost. I'm alone in an unfamiliar place and no one can find me. I don't know where to go. Is this also a message from my heart?
Yes, lost dreams symbolize the feeling of not knowing where you belong or losing direction. When you feel uncertain about your role or whether you truly belong in your current social, family, or workplace environment, the dream reflects that anxiety. At the same time, it also reflects the desire to find your true place and connect with someone from the heart. The you who is lost in the dream is the you who is searching for answers in reality, the you on a journey. Another type of nightmare is a dream about an explosion. This is a highly energetic and significant dream. An explosion symbolizes anger, sadness, or frustration that has been suppressed for a long time and has reached its limit. It is the cry of, "I can't take it anymore," within you. By experiencing an emotional eruption in the dream, the mind is trying to maintain balance. However, it is important to remember that an explosion does not only signify destruction, it also marks the beginning of reconstruction.
Sometimes in dreams, even when you scream, no sound comes out. You want to ask for help, but you can't speak, and it becomes agonizing. Is that also a message from the heart?
Yes. A dream where you can't speak symbolizes the reality of being unable to express what you want to say and the conflict of wanting to ask for help but being unable to do so. Other examples include dreams of being late for an exam, which reflect anxiety about evaluation and the desire to be recognized more. Dreams of being ignored by someone important reflect the urgent desire to connect more deeply. In other words, scary dreams share a common structure. On the surface, there is fear, confusion, and loss, but deep down there are cries of the heart for change, understanding, and freedom. Nightmares are there to protect you when your mind is on the verge of breaking, telling you, it's time to change.
Dreams have so much meaning.
Dreams are both a warning and a gift from your unconscious mind. Even if they are frightening, they are signs sent to prevent you from breaking down. Therefore, instead of simply consuming dreams, listen to the emotions and desires hidden within them. Keeping a dream journal can also be helpful. By recording your dreams, you can become aware of recurring motifs and emotional patterns. Dreams do not solve problems, but they do inform you of the existence of problems. The idea of applying dreams to reality is by no means unscientific. In the field of psychology, dreams have long been studied as a catalyst for self-understanding and change. That's why encountering a scary dream can be a turning point for you.
Dreams are the beginning of change. Even scary dreams have meaning, huh?
Yes. Scary dreams are evidence that your mind is telling you, it's time to stop and take a closer look at yourself. Once you interpret your dreams and accept the voice of your heart, you are no longer someone who is afraid of dreams. Through dreams, you become someone who can confront your own life. If you have other strange dreams, this channel can be helpful. Subscribe to the channel, search for your dream, and use this channel again to investigate your strange dreams.
Thank you for watching the video to the end. If you like it, please click the good button. Please also subscribe to our channel. Then you will also be able to learn about dreams on this channel. If you have another mysterious dream, please watch this channel. Thank you.
Psycho just explained.
Dream analysis make you happy.